Good day, everyone. It's your girl, Precious Williams, and I'm the proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. And I'm coming to you live today because I want you to know that it's an honor and a pleasure every time I come on camera. It's an honor and a pleasure. So today on Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster, and yes, welcome to Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster. I'm your host, Precious Williams. I'm the proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious, and I may not do everything perfectly. My pitches are perfect. I am not. So today I want to talk about, the places where speaking can take you. Yeah, so for a lot of us, speakers, or when you start wanting to be a speaker, you may think, oh man, I can't wait to get on the world's biggest stages. I can't wait for this and that. And I want to encourage you to know, hey Leroy, I want to encourage you to know that speaking is just the beginning. I have a new look today. I have a new look. Let me know if you like it. And I just want you to know that speaking can take you so many different places. And for those of you who do not know me, I am a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. I am also a world-class master communicator. I am a serial entrepreneur, an international professional speaker, a two-time number one best-selling author on Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. I was just trying to pull out the book as we speak. So let's get into it, peeps. Let's get into it. So y'all know I tell y'all the truth about what's really good in the hood. Hey, Queen, how are you? So let's really talk about it. Yes, I love being a speaker. I love getting on stage. I even love doing it virtually because I come with a different type of passion, energy, and intensity. You know what I mean? Like I have spoken at some of the greatest places on earth: the Federal Reserve Bank, NBC Universal, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Google, being a corporate trainer, and all this sort of thing. That sounds wonderful. But what if there was more to speaking than just speaking? What if there were ways you can take your speaking and take it to the next level? So we're going to talk about that today, and I want to ask y'all a question. Let's kick it off. Let's kick it off. Y'all know I'm gonna go down my guest list. I'm so proud to have y'all here with me on a Sunday. Okay, so who wants to know a few of the places where speaking can take you? Type yes in the comments and let me know y'all ready. And I'm gonna go to my guests. Leroy, what's up? Good morning. Angel, good morning. Hey, beautiful, back at you. Hey, Quinn. Hey, girl. Hey, we see each other. I see you, girl. I see you with your sneaker day. I see you. Asmara, love this, love you. Rick Gray. Hey, Rick. Okay, then we have Ashley. Good morning, Queen. Trinice. Good morning, Queen. Let's see, Angel. Yes, you said yes. Okay, Trinice said yes. Ashley said yes. LinkedIn user says yes. Okay, Preston Brown says yes. Ariane says yes. Yes. Okay, y'all. So let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. So I don't know if you all know. Yes, yeah. You know what, Esmara? Yes, I offer speaker training. That is my skill set. I've been a professional speaker since I was 16 years old, and I'm now 41. So I delight in teaching the art and science of pitching, but also speaking. I don't just get on stage and speak because I know how to speak. I know how to move through a room full of vultures and still manage to do my thing. You hear what I'm saying? Christine! Okay, girl, I know you, girl. Okay, so let's get it popping, y'all. So I want to share this with you all because have y'all ever heard of the YouTuber called Storm Monroe? Have y'all heard of Storm Monroe? He's with Tasha K. I know these are like, I don't want to call them like gossip bloggers, but they definitely are looking at what's going on in celebrities' lives and stuff like that. And I know what you're thinking, Pressure, you're not a celebrity. I'm fine with that. But I'm a speaker celebrity. And so today I'm going to be on Storm Monroe show. Y'all can go to YouTube and you'll see Storm Monroe. You see he popping in these streets. You see he popping. So I'm going to be on his show at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. So come to the show. You're going to see us do it live. I'm going to be talking about my book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches. And it's just going to be fun. These are the type of things that can happen to you when you make a name for yourself as a speaker. Think about that. You can be reached out to by people. You can, like, there's so many different things. When I started speaking at 16 years old, and I spoke before the mayor of the city of St. Louis, I didn't realize that he would put me with the governor of Missouri. I didn't realize that even in 2008, I spoke for the other governor of Missouri because they don't stay the same from the 90s to the 2000s. So I just definitely wanted you all to know that it's very important that you take care of every speaking gig. Y'all hold on just one second. All of a sudden, wait. Regina, I'm taping. Are you outside?
No, I just got in the car, so I'm on my way.
Okay, you could have texted me. I'm taping right now, so I'll talk to you later, okay? I'll see you when you get
Okay.
here. All right, bye. I'm so sorry, y'all. Yeah, I know I don't like, but I know my friend was on her way, and sometimes that happens. So anyway, hang it up, flat screen. So let's get back into it. So, the places where speaking can take you, right? So to me, it's a big deal to be on Storm Monroe's show because he's a popular YouTuber and he has his ear to millennials and also to, women of a certain age. He really attracts women audiences. And so a lot of people, let's say you know me as a speaker, but a lot of people don't know, some people don't know that I'm a two-time number one best-selling author. And I'm coming out with a third book called The Bad Bitches Playbook, under my Bad Bitches and Power Pitches series. So if you think about it, how does a popular YouTuber know who you are? How does a popular YouTuber know to put someone like me on a show? I'm 41 years old. Storm is not my age. She's definitely younger. I'm taking this opportunity because I think it's important that you appeal to different audiences, even if these aren't my target audiences. As y'all already know, my target market is specifically women between the ages of 35 to 59, successful, powerful women who are now transitioning into speaking or launching a book, a brand, a book, a product, a book, a brand, a business, a product, or service. You see what I'm saying? And these are women who've already had success. Do I work with men? Yes, I do. When I go into companies, I don't just speak to the women, I speak to men. I've had men buy my books. I've had little boys read my little boys, like 9 years old, read my book. Think about that. So I still want other people to know. I want the right people to know me. I don't need the whole world to know me. So I want y'all to think about that. I want y'all to think about that. So let me go to y'all and then we're going to have a real conversation about, the places where speaker can take you. Okay. So let's say Molly. Hey, Molly. Ashley, yes. Asmara, yes. Shayla, good morning, Queen. Good morning. And thank you so much for yesterday, Queen. And then you have Pedro. I like that, moving through a crowd full of vultures. Let me tell you something. Jay-Z had that line, show them how to move through a room full of vultures. The industry's shady. It needs to be taken over. That's why you keep seeing certain people at the top all the time. No one's at, you have to seize power. You have to seize it. And I'm not willing to let anybody be a gatekeeper to me. Okay. LinkedIn, Christine. No, I haven't heard Storm Monroe, but I will check it out. I'm excited to hear the interview. Me too, because I don't know what he's going to say, and I actually prefer not to know. Okay. Then we have Asmara, inboxes the details to inform us later today. I will definitely do that. Okay. And then we have Asmara will check out the show. Emily, hey Emily, how are you? Asmara, nice one, powerful career accomplishments. Molly says, hey, and Asmara says, makes a lot of sense. Okay, y'all. So I've gotten through all of y'all. So as I told y'all back, hey Mildred. So I told y'all back in the day when I started speaking at 16 years old, I only thought that I thought as a black girl speaker, it's not something I can make a living at, right? Because who were the big people back in the day? Who are the big people today? It's not that you see a lot of black women on every platform or known by everybody. You don't. It's not because we're not out there grinding. We are, but we might be in our own industry and our own spaces and stuff like that. And I want to switch up the game and show, listen, you can put me in any environment. I'm going to kill the game. Pitching is essential to every part of a business. It's essential. It's essential to your career. It's essential to your interviewing skills. So you can put me in different environments. That's why I can speak at the Federal Reserve Bank. And when I tell you they were up on their feet for me virtually, think about that. These are bankers. You're supposed to be boring people. They're not. They wanted someone. I was the grand finale at the Federal Reserve Bank's 2020 conference. Think about that. I wasn't the first. I was the dead last speaker. And they needed me to bring in that funk, that energy, and that noise. Do you know how I even got that speaking engagement? So I was speaking at Spelman College, and I was one of their 4 paid speakers to come in and speak um, on different aspects of an alumni's journey. So I spoke on pitching and everything like that. There was a woman in the audience. I can't give up her name. She saw me and she said, "Hey," she said, "I work for the Federal Reserve Bank. Would you ever consider speaking for us?" Jigga who? Jigga what? She said, the way you speak, and I'll just think about that, y'all. That's why I tell y'all, don't get a speaking engagement and don't think you can't take 2, 3, or 4 more from that. That's why you have to kill it. You never know who's in the room. Not only that, she booked me for a speaking engagement at the Ritz Carlton. And because of COVID, I couldn't go. Y'all know I ain't never been to the Ritz Carlton in my life. And I was supposed to be like walking in, like, my suite gonna be together, my food gonna be together, my flight gonna be together. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So that's just one thing, right? So when you're speaking, I don't care how tired you are, I don't care how exhausted you are. Give them a show. Give them a show. because they may never see you again. You don't know who's in the audience. So let's talk about it. Oh, the places where speaking can take you. Yes, yes, yes. Number one, as we already talked about with Storm Monroe, it gets you media attention. If you're really good and you stand out even with a stacked speaking card, you can turn that into media. You can turn that into media appearances. You can turn that into reaching out to booking producers at different shows. Once you have like that type of, where you have the recommendations and everything, somebody might have written an article on you. I'm telling you, they will start writing about you because you stood on stage with the greatest. In fact, next week, I'm speaking on the same stage as Damon John for the Event Planners Summit that's usually here in New York City, but it's going to be virtual this year. Not only did I go from having a fireside chat to being bumped up to main stage speaker. Think about that, y'all. I'm not an event planner, but they saw fit to have me in the room. Do you want to know why? Because I can show you how to move through a room full of vultures. I don't care what industry you're in. I can show you how to outpitch anybody in this game. Do you see what I'm saying? Thank you to Damon John. Thank you to the ERMG team for bumping me up to main stage speaker. These are the type of things. If I'm there with Kevin Harrington, former shark from Shark Tank, Damon John, who is a current shark on Shark Tank and has his own pitching company and everything like that. And here I am on that same stage. I ain't paid for none of it. Let me tell you something. I ain't paying for this. I am asked to speak at certain things. A man who was a part of this company, he saw me do a LinkedIn Live and he said, I want to book Precious Williams. Think about that. I'm only doing LinkedIn Live. Yeah, I'm not even showing up like I would at a normal thing because I'm giving you that real tea. I'm giving you that real tea. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. People are watching you no matter what. Yes, I would love to come in here made up all the time, stuff like that. But sometimes I need to see the real life of a speaker. The real life of a speaker isn't always glitz and glam. Sometimes you're going between here and there. You may have to get off the plane and go immediately into speaking. Y'all know when I spoke at the Halifax, Nova Scotia at the International Women's Day. Do y'all know my clothes didn't make it. My luggage didn't make it. I missed a flight because the flight out of New York was delayed. So I had to spend a night in Toronto. A woman that I met at the Intuit QuickBooks conference where I was a speaker came with her husband, picked me up, took me to their house, made sure I was fed, put me to sleep, and within 7 hours had me back at the airport, fed with bacon, eggs, and biscuits. Think about that. That's how people treat me. Not because I'm a great speaker, but because they feel like they already know me and they're gonna show love. They're gonna show love. So think about that. Media can come call it, or you put yourself out to media. If you can get on these great stages, and I know that you can, you have to always bring your A game. Oh, the places we're speaking today, it can get you media attention. And if you can get great media attention, what that does, people who didn't know about you before will start considering you for things that you never even heard of. Please believe. When I got in Forbes magazine about my book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, do you know how many people, how many companies, corporations, or organizations reached out to me and said, hey, just saw your article in Forbes magazine. Would you consider speaking at our engagement? And oh, what are your rates? Think about that. What are your rates? Not assuming that I'm speaking for free. Not assuming because I was in Forbes. Think about that. How many times do you get asked to speak and they don't want to pay or they may not have a speaker budget? Be judicious about where you want to speak. I speak sometimes for free because if the right person is in the room, oh, I'm gonna kill the game. I'm gonna kill it. And I don't always have to know who the right person is, but it's the right people. If it's going to be financial professionals, it's going to be real estate professionals, service-based professionals. I want in. I want in because I can do I can do the heavy lifting when I get that stage. Media changes everything. And I'm very grateful to Storm Monroe for blessing me with this opportunity to speak today at 3 o'clock on YouTube, on his YouTube show. It's a Storm show. It's a Storm show, and Precious is coming. Number two, it allows for you to write a book on your zone of genius, and people take you seriously. Now, I know that I wrote my first book when I was 40, and I know a lot of people write their books earlier than that. I have years worth of experience that I can write about, client success stories, case studies, and all of that. I had already built a brand before I wrote my first book. So it wasn't the hard seller that it might be for certain people. And I didn't write a memoir. I wrote a real business book that was reviewed by Forbes magazine. So let's say you don't know how to write. I still struggle with writing. I still struggle with it. I struggle. But I want it to be my book. but you can have a ghostwriter write it and people are going to buy it because you've already made a name. Plus, you have this media behind you. Even if it's just one, it could be a local, hyper local, regional, whatever. You just start stacking them up. Remember, you stack it up. Like every speaking engagement, stack it up. Do you see what I'm saying, y'all? Stack it up, y'all. Stack it up. Let me see what my peoples are saying. Y'all know I love my guests. I love you all for being here. So let me just make sure. Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. Hey, Michelle. How are you, darling? Pedro, need you and your vibe to come over to my podcast. Love that. Yes. Then you have Michael Campbell. Good morning, Michael. I haven't talked to you in a minute. What's up, Michael? Okay, Christine, what? The grand finale at the Federal Reserve Bank? That is huge. Congratulations. Girl, how you think I felt? Girl, I thought I was just doing a one-off and they were like, oh no, you was the grand finale. The heart of it was called the heart, it was a tech conference, but it was called the heart of business. And I'm thinking, I was like, I said to my connect, I was like, I didn't know I was the grand finale. She said, yeah. She said, that's what we do. That's a sister who hooked me up. Thank you. And then you have Asmar, you have a natural, amazing, and empowering drive about you that is exceptional. Thank you so much. Thank you. LinkedIn user, good morning, Precious. Good morning. Then you have actually, majority of the time, I need to moisturize my hair. Girl, listen, y'all don't even know what's under my hair. First of all, I'm in Brooklyn, y'all, so y'all don't know that a lot of the businesses are closed because there have been more COVID cases around, right? So I can't get my hair cut. So y'all know I'll be wanting to have a fresh cut with the line right here. Girl, stop playing with me. So I can't get it done. So back to the wig game I go. Back to the wig game I go. You know? So, Asmar, I'm so ready for this new movement. Speaking brings great things out and empowers and inspires us. Yes, it does, but it also offers opportunities that most people don't know about. And then we have Quinn Conyers. Come on, A game. You got to bring the A game. See, Quinn Conyers, if y'all don't know who Quinn Conyers is, y'all need to get to know her. She is a powerful pitch master. Y'all think I'm good. This is my twin right here. This is my twin. She's won pitching. She's won I'm sorry. She's won pitch competitions. She's going out for Shark Tanks. She has purse paparazzi, and she literally teaches, especially Black women, how to speak, how to use your voice to get into rooms that you never thought you could, how to get your business. I hope I'm saying this right. You know how people have business cards? This is your speaking business card. She can teach you how to do that. That's why she on point. That's why I rocks with Quinn Kanye. I need to get to know her. Check her out. Get on her LinkedIn profile. Raul, hello from Georgia. Hi, Raul. And then you have Savas. Hi, Savas. Colette. Hey, good morning, Colette. How are you, love? Do you have Ashley? Love your energy. Yes. LinkedIn user. Hey, Precious. Hey. And then you have Quick Kind. Yes, 20 girl. You know how we do. And then LinkedIn user. Love the hair and the lips. Yeah, I had to take it back, y'all. I had to get that disco ball. I had to do that Donna Summer on y'all real quick. So, yes. So let's get back to what we were talking about, okay? So we talked about media. We talked about books, right? So let's talk about some other things that people don't be telling y'all in these streets, but y'all know a girl got to tell y'all. Think about this. When you are stacking your speaking engagements, you're getting some media attention, some noise, and some buzz. Do you know that speaking also offers you the opportunity to be talked about in special networking groups that you have never heard of? It offers your name will be spoken in places that you may never walk through their doors. But they have people and connects to be like, okay, should we bring her in? Should we bring him in? Can we get them in some place so other people can see them? Do you know that this happens? I swear on Mondays, when I open up my inbox, I swear it's going to be a pop in. The week is always popping because there's always 3 or 4 things that pop up in my inbox. You won this, you got this, you got this. I don't know these people, but someone heard from someone else in this environment and they've been talking my name, just like they'll be talking about y'all. You don't have to know everyone who knows you. You don't. But if you do a really good job as a speaker, if you hashtag create your own lane, if you are creating noise and buzz for yourself and then going out there and doing whatever needs to be done to stay on people, your name will be spoken in places you may never enter because there are higher places where they want to take you. If you don't believe me, my life is a living testimony. There is no way that a ghetto girl from St. Louis, Missouri should be speaking to the mayor of the city of St. Louis, being on his St. Louis educational support task force. The day after my prom, at 6 a.m., I was at the mayor's office with the St. Louis Post Dispatch and other media there. They took a picture of me in a Harvard sweatshirt. Now, y'all know I went to Spelman, but think about that. And then, speaking to the governor, and then having another chance to speak to another governor 10 years later. Why is my name spoken? I'm supposed to be a hood chick. I'm supposed to be that ghetto girl. Do you want to know why? Because I didn't show up like that. People will expect a lot of things from women of color, people of color, anybody, right? They have all these preconceived notions. And I want you to go out there and dispel them. Am I highly emotional? Yes, but I don't come to the table emotional about pitching. I'm gonna give it to you raw, and I'm gonna tell you in a funny way because I think if I make it memorable for you, you'll remember me when you think about all these other boring speakers that may have bigger names, but they don't do nothing and they've been rehashing the same story since 20 years ago. Yes, hashtag I said what I said. And I'm not hating on nobody's money or how they get coin. I'm not hating on nobody. But I am saying that there is a time and a place for new speakers to come in and to show what we've learned too and how the world is changing. And so the industry of speaking is not the same. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all really feeling me? Type yes in the comments if you're feeling me. I'm not a hater. I will never hate on how somebody gets their bag at all. But I will tell you, if you think speaking is the end all and be all, you are missing opportunities to bring your A game to every speaking engagement. Every time somebody says, "Hey, I want you to talk to somebody. I want to make a warm introduction." Hell yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. And then get immediately on it because you don't know who they know. You don't know. In fact, this year, y'all know that in November, I'm getting the Savvy Ladies Inspiration Award. I'm a chocolate chick out of St. Louis, Missouri. And here's a big award I'm getting. And then I won the Maverick of the Year silver medal award. So I'm a silver. I took number 2 in the competition out of thousands of entries. Think about that. All of this is giving me more press. There was press releases and everything that went out. Didn't I tell you speaking will take you far? So get out of the mindset that the world wants you to think that the only thing that you can bring to the table is just speaking. You can flip it into media appearances. You can flip it in. You want to get on Good Morning America? That's possible. There's not as much news as you think there is out there that's happening. Okay, you can freak it into a book where you talk about your zone of genius. Even if you have to have a ghostwriter do it, people are going to buy it because you've already proven yourself in your industry. Number 3, special networking groups where you may never even enter in that, but they're talking about you. Number 4, hold on, let me talk to my guests, make sure I've addressed all your issues. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Dennis Brown, speak. You know how we do. And then Colette says, yes, Donna Summers, And then Raul says, you're a very good speaker person. Thank you, Raul. And then Quinn Conyers had to send you a request of Precious speak so highly. Molly, get on her. Trying to tell you, don't even get it twisted. And then Garrett, love your energy and message, and even how you took the time to even amplify your sister in the industry. Oh yeah, that's what we do in these streets. That's what we do. And another person you actually really know about is Colette Portis of Red Development Group. She helps your businesses soar, and not even yeah. You know how some people talk a good game, and then there are people who have the data and statistics to really back up what they're saying. That's what Red Development Group is all about. Like, if you don't know how to do something, this is where you bring in experts who can guide you and structure your path so that you are 6-figure, 7-figure, eight-figure company. And trust and believe, I'm really pushing up these sisters because who else will? They can talk all day, but until someone else gives them that social proof, then you're like, okay, I want to rock with that. And it's just like in speaking. I can speak on my own platforms all day long, but when somebody like a Damon John or Storm Monroe or Pam Perry or Brian Olds, Black Speakers Network, when you start getting those people to pay you attention, when you start getting the Shark Tanks and the CNNs and the Wall Street Journals and the Federal Reserve Bank, that is social proof. Social proof. So I thank you, Arian. I hope I'm saying your name, Arian, or make sure I say your name right because I always want to speak my sister's names right. Thank you so much. Raul, can you tell us how we get like your energy? I was born like this. And then Colette says, be who you say you are. You better believe it. And remember this, everybody. Who you are is more important than what you do. Molly said, laugh out loud. She said what she said. Show did. And then Calissa said what I said. And Molly says, I feel you. Yes. Quinn says, yes. At Molly, LinkedIn US says, yes. Okay. Raul says, emotions, knowledge, is industry. That's what you have. Thank you so much, Raul. LinkedIn US, she said what she said. I sure did. Hey, Dr. Akina. That's my girl, Dr. Akina. Y'all ought to know Dr. Akina. She has a PhD. She is a social media maven. I told you, I only roll with a tight crew. These are women who are at the top of their game, who are helping others get to their business dreams and goals. Even if you have a career, even if you're working at somewhere else, all of us need social media help. You need to check her out. And she creates websites too. Asmara, yes, 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 I'm still here. And then Quinn Conyers, Speak Black Women. Yes. So Quinn Conyers has a Facebook group called Speak Black Women. Get at that, y'all, because y'all gonna see y'all think I'm fired. Quinn, you know what to do. Molly Hendricks, amazing. Shannon Griffin. Hey Shannon, how are you, love? Ashley, this is awesome, inspiring. Shannon, amen. And then Colette says, I love you, my nerd life. You know how we do. We nerds in these streets. And then Colette says, because you are the hashtag killer pitch master. Okay, y'all. So now let's get to some let's get back to the thing. So we've already talked about media, books, special networking groups where your name will be said and you may never enter those rooms. Number 4, and I want y'all to really, really think of this. You will get considered for speaking gigs and opportunities without you ever applying. You will be considered first, never having applied. Did you know that a lot of speaking engagements are already set up before you ever see a lot of speakers at speaking engagements have been decided long before it's actually advertised that we want more speakers. Y'all have to know I don't pay to speak. And it's not that I think I'm so above what everybody else is. It's just that I've been doing this 25 years. So I don't look for opportunities to pay to speak. That's just not me. Now, there are other people who will tell you different. You can choose to go with me or them. Either way, it has to be the right decision for you. I value myself as a speaker that I know I can bring things to the table that no one else can. If you want to pay for speaking engagements, make sure that the right people are in the room. But let's take it back to what I said before. I'm often considered for speaking engagements and already picked before they've even called me. And I love when people say, what are your rates? Because that means you're serious about paying me. You're serious. Even if I'm speaking virtually. I can't be flued out like the Instagram models. I ain't flued out no more because we have the pandemic. But think about that. That is why I tell y'all, bring your A game to every speaking gig. I don't care how mad. Like, listen, Quinn can tell you a story about when I was so mad at a speaking engagement. When we first met, I was so mad about how I was treated at a certain speaking engagement years ago. Years ago. When I tell you she calmed me down and I did what I had to do on that stage. Think about that. Dr. Akina, recently, Dr. Akina can tell you a story where I was somewhere with Dr. Akina and I was so mad at how I was being treated, not because I'm a bum, I was a bum, but I was being treated weird because I bring all energy. And I'm not like everybody else that's gonna, oh, I'm just grateful to be here. No, I want to be here. Has given me a vision and a mission that I can see things far beyond. I'm a visionary and a trailblazer, just like each and every one of y'all on here. And so, as grateful as I am, I expect it because I expect the best from God. He gave me a voice at 5 years old. And just like he gave y'all gifts, skills, and talents. Some of y'all may think if I could just speak at one industry event, why not just one? Why don't you want to be at the top one? So what we do, we stack it up. We stack it up. We moving and we grooving. We moving through a room full of vultures. And you make it. I've had way too many people tell me I'm not good enough, pretty enough, tall enough, skinny enough, six pack abs, blonde. I don't care about none of that. As Cash Doll says, I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna show up like me and I'm gonna be happy to be there. I don't need Fendi, Gucci, and everything. I don't need all the outward trappings with the name and logo all over. I don't need any of that. Give me a mic and a light, and I got you. And I want you to think the same thing for yourself. There are people deciding on speaking engagements right now, conferences, virtual summits, all of that. Have you made a name for yourself to even be considered before they even call? When they call, they already know they want you. So take your speaking very, very seriously. Take it very, very seriously. I appreciate every speaking gig I'm offered. I'm very appreciative because there are a lot of speakers who get nothing, nothing, and they can't figure out why. They know they're a great speaker, but they don't know how to really get out there. That's why you need Speak Black Woman. Speak Black Woman by Queen Kanye. That's why you need a Dr. Ikena Finch. You don't know who I know who has connections to the very people that y'all swear y'all would give anything to speak to. You got the Queen Kanye, you got the Colette Portis, you got the Dr. Ikena Finch, you got other women on here. You know, we have motivational speakers, we have transformational speakers, inspirational, educational, we have STEM, everything. We have all of that. Utilize us. I just threw out three names to y'all. Three names. You the STEM speaker. Hey, Dr. Natasha Anderson. She's up for Women Tech Speaker of the Year, and she's my client. Mariama Boney. She's my client. Just booked two consulting contracts and three paid speaking engagements. Holla at your girl. It ain't just about me. Listen, I'm a stay popping. But if my clients aren't, then it's whack. It's whack. One of my clients, I can't give up her name. She just got into an accelerator in DC for food. She didn't think she could get in with my pitch, and working together, we did that. And these are my recent accomplishments. This ain't like 50 million years ago. This is literally in the last month. So I say to you all, I'm not talking out the side of my neck. No, I ain't fat mouthing. No, not at all. So let me see what my guests have to say. Dr. Keenan says, thank you, dear. Colette says, truth, I'm living proof. Get it, boo. Dr. Keenan, that is true. Asmara, Killer Pitchmaster, aka powerful female pitchmaster. Yes, I am. True talk. Listen, what we say, Asmara, true tea in these streets. And then five, and this is one that I want y'all to kind of just hear me out. Number five is rare air. Years ago, I got cast in a movie called Leap. My first acting audition I got. It was also my last acting audition I got. I got to spend time with some of the greatest coaches ever. I was flew out to LA to live in Santa Monica on the beach. I was paid to film in a glass mansion in Malibu. We had drones on set. I ate beef burgundy for lunch, because we had craft services and we weren't eating the BS. We weren't eating little chicken wings. Oh no, we were fed. Do you know how I felt? I felt like that's what we don't see from movie stars. Like there are things that you will never know because you've never been in those environments. And do you know, y'all, because I was so insecure, I almost lost my role because I was drinking to calm myself. I'm in freaking rare air and I'm losing it because I don't think I belong there. And I did. God will place you in every room you're supposed to be. And because it was younger and inexperienced, I had no idea. The next year, I filmed Shark Tank. Rare air. And then 4 years later, here I'm going to be on the same stage as Damon John. And then yesterday, I judged a pitch competition at the Her conference with Brandon Andrews, who does casting for Shark Tank. Do you see what happens? Rare air. Rare air. You get invited to things that you didn't even know most people never hear about. You think that gossip you see on YouTube is telling you everything? It's not. There are parties y'all never hear about. There are situations you will never hear about. But if you're in rare air, you're already there, so you know and you keep your mouth shut. I want y'all to have those rare air experiences. And that's what speaking can do for you. Does anybody have any questions? I gave you five today. So we talked about media, books, special networking groups that no one knows about, but they know you. Getting considered for speaking gigs without ever having to apply. Like when they do the all call emails, you're already considered. And then rare air. I would love to hear any questions from any of you. I'm just gonna say, hold on, let me just see. And to my queens, to my queens who know me, you have Quinn Conyers, Colette Portis, Dr. Ikena Finch. Do y'all have any questions? Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know how I get down. So Raul says, so if you want to be a successful person, you will speak to people who you are, what you can do, what is your favorite things, and be sure in yourself that's what you need. It's even more than that, Raul. That's a great base, but you need so much more. LinkedIn, you truly give back to your tribe. I love that about you. I love that about you, loving that about me. Thank you. Molly here, yes. Asmara, this is what I need to hear, sister. You make me want to give a power pitch right now. You already know how we get down in these streets. Then you have Colette, Rare Air. Molly says goosebumps. And then Ashley says, God will place you in every room you're supposed to be. Love it. Valeria Mason, Rare Air. Thank you. No, thank you, Valeria. So I know some of y'all are just now seeing me for the first time, but I want to share some things with you all. I want to share some things. So let's do it. Let's do this. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. So I want you all to know this about me. So my website is www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. If you are inspired today by anything that I have said, or if there's anything that stood out to you that you'd like to know more information about, just go to my website, www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. You'll get to meet me even more there. You get to see videos of me, shots of me doing my speaking, what type of services I provide to you. If you're a new speaker, I can definitely help you. If you're an experienced speaker, I can still help you. I have 25 years in this game, so I've seen the ebbs and flows of it all. I also have my book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, for women entrepreneurs and speakers. Only this is the workbook, but I also have my first book, which talks about the seven branding bitches and the characteristics of all of them. You go to my website, you can see all of that. And if you want to see the exact services that I provide, whether they're digital products, my books, or pitching or speaking services, go to the work with me page and you'll see a list of all the things that I have and with a description of them. So if you'd like to learn more about me, go to www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. Let's see. And I want to make sure that this is my email address, precious@perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. If I don't answer your question today, maybe you can reach out to me and, I can possibly write you back, depending on the nature of what I have to do that day. But I would appreciate any and all questions, and I love hearing from you. So again, my website is www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. And then my email address is precious@perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. Okay. And then finally, let me see about my comments. I want to make sure everybody is here. And then we have Dr. Akina, wonderful information. Girl, we go back like beans and cornbread, Dr. Akina. And then we have Shannon. Shannon, how could I forget about you? I was trying to think. When you're in your group, Shannon is a dope motivational speaker. Y'all don't sleep. Please don't sleep. I'm not a motivational speaker, so I respect the gangster of someone who inspires me to get up, get out, and do something. You heard? So y'all need to get on her LinkedIn profile. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Then you have Colette. Precious is the truth. She will bless your life. Thank you so much, Colette, for that. Hold on, make sure I. And then we have Victoria Holland. Victoria, love you, girl. Absolutely amazing. So Victoria has a new book that's coming out. Victoria, why don't you post that book in the comments and how they can purchase the book? Which I don't know about the women that I truly hang with, is that I bought 3 of Victoria's books just because I wanted to make sure that I give it to other women who need encouragement. So Victoria put the name of the book and how they can get it in the description. And this woman is someone who will help you get your life. Like, it's not about just business, business, business. It's about getting your life from the inside out. Victoria, holla at your girl. Okay, and then LinkedIn, ordering my copy today. Tangi, hey Tangi, are you ordering my book or are you ordering Victoria's? Get at it, girl. Tangi, I love you, girl. Ladies who leverage, that's what we do. Ladies who leverage. Amen. She is no joke. Her process works. Thank you, Victoria. I've got my copy and I already dog-eared my pages because I keep referring to it. Thank you so much, Colette. And then we have Shannon, amen. Esmara says, trust the process. LinkedIn user said just a few minutes with her would change your life. And then Shannon says, right. Shannon, you might want to drop your information just so that people can get in contact with you. And Shannon said, pay me. I know that's right. Tammy, hey Tammy. And then actually I said beans and cornbread. Yeah, beans and cornbread. That's what we do in these streets. And then Shannon laugh out loud. And then we have And then we have woohoo. So I don't want to keep you all. I know I've kept you 40 minutes right now. If there are no more questions, I want you all to know how much I truly appreciate y'all for giving me your attention and your time. You all don't know what it means to me, and I love, love, love you for all that you're doing. And if there are no questions, please reach out to me at www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. Please check out my books, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only, which is also has a workbook too. So, and I'm writing the third book, the Bad Bitches Playbook. Y'all know, like you be in a huddle, like they be in a huddle at football, and the coach runs the play. I'm gonna show you how to run a play with speaking and pitching. If they do this, what do you do? If they like I listen, I've been in this game far too long not to give it to my peeps. Okay, so I love, love, love you all. Let's see. I just want to make sure I got everybody. Asmara says, connect with us. You have spreaded that rare air of good speaking skills in the air. Thank you so much, Asmara. And then you have Victoria. So I want y'all to pay attention to that. And then just know that this populates into LinkedIn in the next 5 minutes. Okay. So you can always go back and check out her book. Okay. And then Dr. Akina, she sold both of our books out in minutes. Let me tell you something. Me and Dr. Akina Fish went to this event, and and it's so funny. I put my book on the table, and people were so interested in it, right? And then put Dr. Akina's right next to it. People started buying our books. There were vendors in the room, vendors that get no love. They were buying our books. I was taking pictures, snapping pictures, keeping it popping. See, this is what you do. When you go to networking events, when you go to speaking events, when you go to events where people are getting things, don't ever stop being you and having your agenda too, right? Don't ever stop that. Don't ever, ever stop that. I put my books down because I wanted people to know I'm a bad bitch with a power pitch. And Dr. Akina did exactly what she was supposed to do. She sold hers too. Ariane Gary says, thank you. Molly says, thank you, Precious. Very enlightening. And then Victoria Holland says, buy three of Precious' book. You will be in it. Trust and believe it. Yep. So I love you, love, love you all. Please consider going to my website. Please consider checking out the 5 or 6 dope women I just put y'all on to. Love you all. It's your girl Precious Williams, proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. I am so delighted to be here with all of you. This is the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. Please check out this. Please like, comment, and share this video with others on LinkedIn. Please, please do that. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. Love you all. Like, comment, and share. Let people know why they should come to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. Love, love, love you. Take care. Bye.